David, all right, let's just do this because I've got to go out again. Um, I guess anyone else who wants to join can just catch up. All right, uh, bullish divergence, very easy to see. Longs closing, not very strong, not very strong. Push down. There's some trap shorts there. Short, trap. Okay, so bullish divergences on this local range, very easy to see. And obviously we have higher time frame bullish divergences, which is just basically off the charts. So you look at that, it's just crazy. I've seen that before. We saw that before in the previous bull market where everything looked terribly bearish, and then it was just massive absorption until we saw this crazy rally. That was after the May crash. It was like 2 months of crazy bearishness. And there was like higher time frame bullish divergences. So it's hard to pick the bottom because that's really what we want to do. The 5 minute market structure hasn't changed yet, but it's a nice long setup. If we can reclaim the daily open and the VWAP right there, that would be really nice. Little push up, back test, and off we go. That's quite easy to see as well because we're underneath it. You wouldn't short, you'd be looking for a reclaim for a long. That's pretty much that. And that's pretty much exo charts. I don't really see anything else. Let me have a look at just some other things on exo charts. Gosh, let me refresh it because it's bugged again. Let me see the session. So we have a London session. We're into the point of control. That's daily open. If we can flip that, that would be a really good long opportunity because that would be the VWAP as well and the daily open. Of course, right now it's acting as resistance, so we have to wait for that to flip, and we'd have to trade that all the way up to those single prints which we marked yesterday. What's interesting is this buying tail has held a support. It came all the way down to the buying tail. Is that buying tail? Yeah. Look at that, all the way down to the buying tail, reaction, back up to the point of control. It's quite nice to see. It's good to remember this kind of there looks like a session there. What session is that? New York session, point of control right there as well. That's at 64820. The single prints are higher. Could get a swing failure of this high rather than it going all the way up there. Just a nice swing failure. Might be worth marking that off as well. If it is going to continue to be a little bit bearish, that's kind of where it would be, wouldn't it? On the New York session, point of control hasn't been hit yet. 64820. Let me just mark that off anyway. Anything else? This is looking to squeeze her. You've got that trend line. You have a little break, back test, and off we go. Let's see how that looks like on my main chart, which I can't see anymore because OBX is so rubbish. It just doesn't work. Right. I was thinking we would take the low of the previous day low, but there is a daily level here, which is a previous daily level from this high here, which looks like it's holding a support here. You see it lines up nicely here, here, and here, and here. It's kind of like there's like a real daily divide here. See that? So I am thinking we are testing some kind of SR flip, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Exactly where we are, and that kind of corresponds with those volume levels that we did on the EXO chart. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Let me get this session point of control in as well. 64820. That's there. God, have I lost my? Oh, there it is. I renamed it. That's one. Don't have it anymore. Okay, it wasn't the overall, it was the local. That's why. It was the exopoc for the local, for this local range, and the local lower range POC lands on that NS POC there. So it'd be very weird to not react right there. So actually you could still continue, we could still continue going down actually. If we have a nice swing failure, if we have a little pump up, squeeze the late shorts, and another attack at the lows here. That would be kind of my preferred price action would be not to go up, because I think if we go up again, everything's going to happen, like everything's going to repeat itself. People are going to load up on the leverage, they're going to buy their alts. It's basically history's going to repeat itself. You almost want to get people ridiculously bearish to dump all their alts before we go up. I think what needs to happen is the alts need to lose all their leverage. Like people need to dump all their leverage on their alts, and then the price will start going up. So we have daily open. Cactus Kate, hi, how are you? Oh, you're a bear. Of course you are. Well, it is looking bearish, but you know, when you're bearish, when everything is bearish, it's good to long, and when everything is bullish, it's good to short. Just have to time it right. So let me just get daily open as well on the chart. There. That's daily open. And then we have our daily level here, which is the POC. There is strong support. We are on support right now. So, excuse me. Somehow, the price needs to get up there. Back test daily open to go up, to reject. And then you're creating your flag, your bearish flag that you want to see. To come right back down. Take the low here. And we're still in the range. That would be range bound. Take liquidity from these highs here. Take liquidity from these lows and still be in the range. That's range bound price action. Pretty annoying. But if we start seeing, if you want to see continuation, then you'll just come back down here to daily open, find support, and go back up. I don't like that though. It doesn't look really bullish. It almost looks bearish still. So my ideas from yesterday, just hide these, last night. This is extremely bearish. So we're kind of in extremely bearish territory because we're making lower highs. You see that? Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. We haven't attacked that lowest pivot yet. So you would expect an attack on that pivot, but it hasn't happened yet. So we are in extremely bearish territory right now. But the reason why I don't think we still haven't tested the highs either. So we don't know. We don't know what happens at the highs. Right now we're just pushing to the lows, but we haven't really tested the highs and we haven't really tested that pivot yet. Okay, so we're just creating lower highs. The price is bleeding away, but we haven't actually tested that pivot. That's Cactus Cake's preferred price action. Maybe it will happen by New York. Tim the Chin is still in his short. Yeah, this is what I was saying. I was saying that a lot of people are in their shorts and they haven't closed their shorts. Yeah, you're in your short from 71,000, Tim the Chin, when it broke down here. Actually higher up there. A lot of people didn't close their shorts as the price was coming here, so there was no short squeeze. We took out the liquidity from that pivot. There was no liquidation, and basically what was happening was that shorts were just compounding their shorts here. That's what it looked like. It could have gone up, but it didn't. It went down. But now the shorts aren't opening. We're not getting shorts enter this price action at this range. I can't see it. I can't see short center. I'm not seeing short center here. Yep. You're getting a decline in OI, open interest. I'm seeing bullish CVD divergences. So we're seeing bullish absorption. Every time the price moves to the downside, we're seeing the CVT go down, and we're seeing the lows stay high or become higher. And obviously on the higher time frame, when you zoom out, we're seeing massive bullish divergences on the overall range. Yeah, massive. This is pretty massive, where the CBD is just going down and the lows are higher. I'm not seeing crazy shorting in this lower range. Yeah, just not seeing it. So effectively what's happening, what all this is a shakeout. It's a shakeout where leverage longs are being forced to close, and where the market sentiment is creating that fear, which makes people who are leveraged scale back on their positions. That's what it looks like. And the shakeout continues. Tim the Chin saying buying more alt exposure and top on spot as we go down. That's a good strategy, as long as you're buying TRVL. No, that's a good strategy. You can buy what you want. That's a joke. Me too. I'm buying spot on TRVL as we go down. So this is my bearish idea from yesterday. We didn't go as high, but it's kind of playing out, which is interesting. And this was if we were to go up, this is what would need to happen, and it hasn't happened, right? It still would need to do exactly the same thing, but it hasn't happened. We put in a, and that's what I would love to do. I'd love to short a rise into that area, the golden pocket. That's what I'm looking for, a little short back into that, and then we'll see what happens. I'm not going to short these lows. I'll short the rise if it comes. So effectively what happened is that we've made a higher high on the 5-minute time frame, and we haven't done anything since. You see this? Low high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. Okay, so this is the pivot to beat for a 5-minute change. This is the pivot to beat for continuation. Okay, if the price goes down here, probably a swing failure. I'm not expecting a breakdown. I'll be expecting more of a swing failure here. If there's a reaction, that would be a good long opportunity for a scalp. But then also the other thing is that if that was to happen, the lower high would all of a sudden be here. Yeah, and it'd be actually quite easy to make a higher high. And so actually it'd be quite easy if we were to go down and swing failure this low, it'd be quite easy to change 5-minute market structure. That was always going to be a distance after you put in your lower low to put in your higher high. It was always going to be a hard distance to get back up there, with this kind of momentum suddenly shifting to the downside. So this would be easier. If we are to see a push up though, it would have to go up there first. That would change 5-minute market structure, and the long would be the daily open. So this is just on the local time frame. And then also you have this VWAP, which is here. So if we can flip, don't even need to go up there. All we really need to do is just flip the VWAP and the daily open into support. You don't have to go up there first. You can, and just buy the pullback, but flipping this would be enough, and then that would be your take profit, and then you can buy the pullback as well. Okay, so flipping this this VWAP and this daily open into support is going to require a little bit of strength, and that it could be a long there, right up to that, probably up to there. And I'd be looking at, you could potentially short that too if there's a swing failure on that pivot too. So on the local time frame, got a swing failure of that pivot too. Mark that. I think we're range bound a little bit longer, to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to just move down. I'll put this long as well, just in case we get a swing failure here. That's your range basically right now. Make a lower low, make a higher high. Make a higher high, we've changed 5-minute market structure. Make a lower low, we just have to make a higher high here, and it'll be a lot easier to change market structure. So all in all, I would say that we're trying to create some kind of something to become bullish again. Whatever happens, on the medium time frame, I'm thinking about shorting the golden pocket right up there. Whenever that happens, it'll be up there. Let me get rid of these. This is clean it up so it looks nicer. That will be a back test of this kind of range. That will be also into the golden pocket. And also we've got this SR flip going on here as well. So there's quite a lot of area of and it'll be filling the gap too. There's some single prints there. So I'd want the single prints to fill as well. See that? So that would be pretty good short opportunity. Right up there. If it comes. Fill the single prints into the golden pocket maybe. And everyone is bullish again, but actually you'll be looking to make a lower high somewhere there. And this is just local price action on this local range, just like scalps really. Time frame 30 days. Going to be really boring for a lot of people, this kind of price action, to be honest with you. All right, so no longs or no adding to longs until we reclaim the daily level. Look for an SFP here. That will be a higher high, confirmation of market structure change. Could scalp short that with an SFP right back down to the daily open for a long. That long will probably be looking to take that long all the way up then. Again, another long. Right up to, that'd be nice. Lose the daily open. Well, it's quite good because the local range golden point of control is here. So I think if we change 5-minute market structure and come back to the daily open, I think it wouldn't necessarily be easy to lose the daily open. You'd be above the VWAP, you'd be above the point of control here. I think probably if we change 5-minute market structure like this, it'll be good for a long all the way up there. And then that'll be a nice take profit, fill the single prints, probably short that, look for a short entry. That would probably also, then we'll be looking for a lower high on the 4-hour time frame, somewhere around there, for another push down. And to be honest with you, I don't see why, now that we've kind of done this, now that we've created this drop, even though I want to go up, I don't see why we don't go down. just group these up. Just looking at it on the slightly higher time frame, medium time frame. The thing is, we are holding support, but that's a daily level here. So we're into this daily level area. So we are into support. But if we do go up, excuse me, shorts will enter. I'm sure shorts will enter because I'm looking to short that. And I don't know, I mean, maybe just, you know, it would take some time to create that kind of formation. Otherwise, we're going all the way back down again, like a 1-to-1. And you know, when you go down, it always goes more. ABC of this, ABC, that's a 1-to-1, and then up. Oh, maybe not that far up, but I'm just like, could that be your first impulse? I don't know. ABC, another impulse. Don't know. I can't tell. Unless we just break down and just go all the way down to Cactus Cake's lower time frame target. Or Tim the Chin's lower time frame target. Anyway, I'm not bearish right now. I think I'd like to see a back test of that neckline first, and I think I'd like to put in a lower high on the 4-hour time frame now. Now that we've kind of trying to put in this lower low, 4-hour time frame, lower low. I'd like to see a lower high now, somewhere. I think it'd be quite strange to just go down. It'd be really bearish if that was to happen, to be honest with you. I think it'd be quite strange because I'm not seeing short center at this lower range. I'm not seeing increasing open interest. I'm seeing bullish CVD absorption. I think it'd be really strange, so I'm not expecting it. More likely, I'd be expecting a push up to test that neckline. And then we can maybe try and get down to here, which is the golden pocket. And to get down to there, you would first, obviously, you'd first have to get past this area again, because you can just as easily not get down to there. But I don't know. You can't really predict that. Just have to see what happens. Looks really ugly, huh? This whole pattern, this whole structure looks really disgustingly ugly. Isn't it? Usually pretty. That's that trend line. That's where you really want to short. Not that way. Not so far up. Yeah. That's the trend line you want to short. Put it back again. We have to get up there quite quickly, huh? We have to go up. Otherwise, we won't get to my area of interest. Yes, we don't want to break that to get back above that trend line. I thought we would have done it by now. If it happens today at about 4-5 p.m., that would be perfect. Like somewhere there. Otherwise, you're coming back above this this trend line, and for all intents and purposes, if it happens later, if we do get up there later, then you're just coming back onto support levels. So you don't really want to. That would be quite bullish. The price is getting a little bit of a reaction. Let me have a look at the order flow and see what's going on. There's some shorts entering there. Some longs closing. Yeah, he's still getting absorption just in this little move from 8:45 this morning. So basically from 2 hours ago till now, you're getting absorption. You know, the price should be down here and it's not. It's being absorbed. And people are absorbing the price of limit orders. Eventually, the selling will be exhausted. I think eventually it's going to happen. Then there'll be a massive squeeze. Let me have a look at some other things. Let's just hide all that now. That's not good. That's a 0 line reject on the 3-day time frame. That's pretty bearish, to be honest with you. that plays out, that's really bearish. How many more days on the 3-day candle? What's my time? 1 day and a half. Right. Just be patient with longing. What's Slurf went up, so I don't understand. Usually Slurf is my early warning system. It's gone up, so I longed, but actually I'm underwater at the moment. High, low, high, low, high. Lose that, and this is going to fall back right back down. I'm in a long on Slurf, but I took my profit already. I'm gonna mark my I'm gonna put my stop limit underneath that pivot. Stop market, whatever. What level is it? 4452, 445, 4456. Four. Okay. Just put my stop limit underneath that pivot. If we make a lower low now, I'm not interested. This will probably just, Slurf is like that, it will just fall right back down. That would be really bad, because then it means that Bitcoin is weak again. Oh God, Bitcoin. It's looking weak again. Did it? Maybe we're going to swing failure this low, or this low again. One of these lows. These are swing failures. You see, that's a swing failure. That's a take profit. These are just longs closing because they're taking profit. There is a bullish divergence here. You can clearly see it. If it makes a low here, then the bullish divergence is invalidated. You can see some shorts are entering now. Huh? Look, there's a bit of shorting going on here. Longs closing and a little bit of shorting too. What's the volume like? Pretty low volume. Quite low actually. Really low volume. Tim the Chin is saying we're going to fill the wick left from the 19th of April. Very possible. Everything's possible. This green wick, huh? That's going to look really bearish if we fill that wick. Like, how many wicks do you want to fill? Like that. I don't think there's much liquidity. Like there's no order blocks. They've been cleared. That wick has cleared all of the liquidity all the way down. You've got this 4-hour order block here, and that's it. That sits on the golden pocket. I mean, that's a good long there. That's hold on. Tim the Chin saying 59.50. Oh god, that's really lower. All right, that's gonna look really bearish, dudes. Like I can't see it's just going down. I think if we want to go down, I do feel we have to go up to go down, to go up to go down, to go up to, you know, like, but I mean, we'd have to really dump if that's going to happen. I don't know. DXY is going down. It's kind of lost this neckline. Back tested it 786. It's coming on in this higher time frame trend line now. It's not really looking bullish anymore. I think it's really weird, huh? Because you know, in the last bull market, when the halving week, Bitcoin went up, and now it's going down. It's very weird, huh? When was it? May. Let me have a look. Bitcoin halving 2020. What day was it? May the 11th. See that? 1, 2, 3 days of up, 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4 days of up, 1, 2 down, 2 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 2 up. It kind of went sideways, huh? But on the halving, it never made a new low. It held higher lows. That was it's very obvious. Look, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So we didn't actually have a new low after the halving last time. Okay. This is the halving, 19th of April. So based on that idea, we're not going to make a new low. We're just going to make higher lows. That would fill your wick. High low, high low, high low, whatever. All right, let's see if that plays out. Let's see if history repeats itself. Good morning, War. Let's see if how long did that take? It did go up and come back down, huh? And it came back all the way down. That took a little bit of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days to get to the highs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days back to the lows. Okay, and just looking at the halving, which is that candle there. Basically, it came back to just underneath the golden pocket. Let me get rid of that line now. Excuse me. As soon as the price lost the golden pocket and then reclaimed it, that was your entry. And it actually came back to the golden pocket one more time on that range. But it did make higher lows. That was the low, actually, the low that was putting on the halving. So it wasn't here, it was here. Higher lows. Okay. So I'll be looking to see if we do the same thing. Let's see what happens, yeah? That wouldn't take us all the way down to there. That would take us somewhere here. Value area low of this range. Okay. So just to recap on today's price action, we're seeing local bullish divergences. DGM, welcome. July 9, 2016 halving, Bitcoin's price experienced a substantial rally in the months preceding the halving. Immediately after the halving, the price continued to climb for a few days before a correction. July 9th, July 9th. No. Oh, it's not on this chart. It's good to have a look at the previous halvings too. This did make a lower low after the halving. There was a rally. That was your halving. And then you had your capitulation. Capitulated, but actually it's quite interesting how the golden pocket kind of held the price, and if anyone missed the capitulation, the entry was a back test of a reclaimed as close as possible, really, that pivot. Didn't even get to it. Kind of match more like that one there. So maybe, yeah, I mean, but we could, in that case, we're probably here. If you're thinking like this, we've gone up a little bit, a little slow grind, and then bam, 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 like 3 days of bam, if that's what you're thinking. That's going to destroy all the altcoins. Literally, it's going to destroy every altcoin if that happens. Well, anyway, today's not looking crazy bullish, is it? It's looking pretty bearish. We haven't really had any kind of strength. And the thing is, you need market orders to push the price up, and we're not getting that. We're not getting shorts closing. We're getting limit orders absorb the price from going down, but we're not getting the other reverse. We're not getting the market orders pushing the price up. Yeah, that requires leverage longs pushing the price up, or that requires market shorts closing at market. Shorts closing at market. We're not getting any of that price action right now. So there's probably going to be some kind of bleed, or if we do get like a big short close somewhere to start off this mini rally to actually create a lower high, that would probably be another thing that could happen. Volatility, but ultimately continued its upward trajectory in the following months. No one is going to short this though. I don't think anyone's going to short that. I don't think any trader would ever short that. And traders are looking for higher if they want to short. But then I say that and you get some people shorting it. I don't think any professional trader would short here, seeing that there's absorption in this range. Yeah. So all that we're seeing now are just people who are underwater in longs, or they see that it's looking bearish and they're just slowly scaling out of their longs. That's what I think we're seeing. The message was cut. Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, that's that. I think I'm looking for a long. If we reclaim the daily open, I'll long that. Reclaim the VWAP, I'll long that. Looking for a reaction or a swing failure to short. Looking to long the D open again, and then looking for a short higher up. Wherever I had, if we can get higher up. It's a big if. That's local. And somewhere up there. Fill the single prints if we can. We might not even be able to fill the single prints. That's the other thing you should bear in mind. We might just actually react off the first single print without filling the single prints. So even though it'd be nice to fill it, there'll be a really nice short if we were able to fill those single prints, because we're into the golden pocket. We might get a situation where actually you just get a reaction off the initial single print, and it'd be hard to short that without seeing some kind of failed auction, mini failed auction above this pivot as well, like a reaction off the first single print, and then just coming right back underneath this pivot here. That would be easier. So that would be the best short there. Fill the single prints into the golden pocket, back test the neckline. If that doesn't happen, you might get a reaction off the initial single print, not able to fill it, and then just falling back underneath this pivot here for a short. So it just depends on how bullish or bearish it becomes. And that's kind of where we're at. And then obviously there's possibly a swing failure of this low here to go up. I don't really see it going down. I see it going up first. If it does go down, then it would be really bearish. It would be off the charts bearish if we suddenly go down. It'd be like this. It'd be really bearish. And maybe it needs to do that to really shake out people. To do that, I don't know. Can't predict that. Right. So that's kind of BTC. It's not looking pretty for the bulls, but it's right. It's life. TRVL, like most altcoins, are bleeding a little bit, unfortunately. We did put in a higher high in a 4-hour time frame. So we are technically in bullish 4-hour time frame market structure. Lower highs, higher high, higher high, lower lows, higher low. Okay, so we've put in a higher high and a higher high. We've put in a higher low, so this is bullish market structure. And now the challenge for people who are bullish is to defend this low here. On every exchange, it's going to look different. Okay, so on MEX, you've got the low of this wick, which is at about 5.5. On Gates, you've got, it's basically here, which is a 5.7. On KuCoin, it's at about 5.8, and on Bybit, it's about 5.8. I think 5.8 is the line that I'm interested in. Okay, so if people are feeling bullish on TRVL, they should be. Oh, I read that and then you deleted it again. You should be bullish on TRVL because me and Warchild, my brother here, he's in the chat, and Cynthia, we met up yesterday. She was in London, and she won an award, Entrepreneur of the Year in the short rental industry. So that's quite a recognized award that she won. They haven't posted the picture. We took a picture because we had lunch together. I'll just post it here so you guys can enjoy. I'm surprised they haven't posted it. There you go. That's us. It's my brother, Cynthia, and my brother's wife, my sister-in-law. Yeah, so we had lunch together yesterday. I mean, they've got a lot of things ready to be released, but they're just waiting for the right time. And there's a lot of crazy bullish news to come. And that's the only hint I can give. I'm not allowed to give any hints, but it's to do with partnerships and it's to do with AI. So hopefully when the market finally bottoms out, whenever it happens, we're going to see a rally on TRVL for the ages, hopefully. Now, as long as we hold a higher low here, that's going to be quite bullish. If we do make a lower low here, what does that mean? Well, it means that you've made a lower low. That would be a lower low. Okay. That doesn't confirm bearish market structure, because then after you take out that low, you have to put in a lower high, and then you have to confirm it with a lower low. Yeah. So technically, you don't go into bearish market structure as soon as you make a low low. You still have to put in a lower high, then you still have to take out the low low. If you do put in a low low, depending on Bitcoin, and I always say it depends. A lot of things depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin suddenly does something crazy, you could push up and go straight into a higher high. Then effectively what happened is that lower low is no longer there. That higher low is no longer there. It's there. Yeah. These kind of two pivots are ignored, and that's just the way it works. It's just the way it develops. No one can predict what can happen. I've already said this. There's a lot of absorption in this downward move. Yeah. So there are people who are absorbing the price as the price descends. I can see bullish divergence, is hidden bullish divergence on the MACD. You can see you've got lower low here, higher low here. Doesn't mean that the price can't continue going down. It just means that as people sell, it's being bought by people putting limit orders, absorbing the price. Basically, as Bitcoin pulls back, the price will come down. It's just the way the market works. Bitcoin moves the price of all the tokens. So if the Bitcoin goes up, all the tokens go up. If Bitcoin goes down, all the tokens go down. Now, when you get tokens that go up when Bitcoin goes down, that's extremely bullish. It just means people are buying when Bitcoin's going down, so that when Bitcoin finally starts going up, it goes up even more. All right. We are seeing that, but we're not seeing the up. We're just seeing the absorption. Okay. We're not seeing a flat absorption, flat correction. We're not seeing someone go, I want to buy at 6.1 cents and I'm not going to let the price go underneath. That would be extreme. You can see that. That would be really bullish. You would be able to see that, because we'd see this kind of flat line, and whatever happened to Bitcoin, you'd see that the price couldn't get underneath it. You'd see that there's a whale just absorbing the price, absorbing the price, absorbing the price. And then you'd have this kind of, once Bitcoin finally corrects, you'd see this kind of explosion. That's what you would see if that was happening. We're not seeing that. Instead, what we're seeing is lots of kind of little limit orders in the way of the price coming down, absorbing the price. Yeah. Oh, look at that. A little alert on Bitcoin. Should we get a swing failure? Oh yeah, maybe. Let me have a look at XO charts. Let's have a look. No liquidations. You kind of want to see liquidations. You're not seeing them. That invalidates this this bearish bullish divergence, by the way, because you've just put in a lower low as well. It doesn't mean that there is an absorption. It just means that this might need some more time to play out. That's a short closing. You see that? Shorts closing. So you see the OI is dropping, so some shorts are closing, taking profit basically. So whoever was shorting this whole range is now taking profit. There's some longs opening. Let me go on to the 1 minute time frame. Oh no. Yes, longs opening. Yeah. See that? So you had shorts closing. Now you have longs opening. The price is still going down. That's quite a nice long, nice juicy long. 1 million. Didn't see any liquidations though, huh? That's quite interesting. Well, a little bit, but not much. Not many liquidations. And that's kind of what you want to see. You want to see a liquidation bubble, like a nice juicy one, and we're not seeing that. So the price could easily go lower just to liquidate. That happens a lot. Let me have a look. Slurf is still holding my the low that I identified. The slurf isn't really bleeding yet. Usually slurf bleeds, like really dumps. And when Bitcoin is really dumping, and it's not doing that. Miners are taking profit today, says Tim Richard. DGM, Bitcoin surged before May the 11th, 2020 halving, peaked just before it and saw initial volatility in the week after, but continued rising in the following months. Usually it gives a week after halving to correct, probably because of small miners consolidating their losses, leaving the market. Also, BlackRock ETF inflows yesterday were 0. Ooh. I can't say that Slurf is looking very strong either, to be honest with you. I'm just looking at that on my phone. It's not looking very strong. This isn't looking very strong either. I'm not seeing more shorts close, and I'm not seeing many shorts coming to these lows. Maybe a few shorts are closing now. It's going to punish people. I think the price action is going to punish. That was a good longer, that SFP. See that? A bit of a scalp. Little scalp. This long will take their profit. Whoever long there, if they don't take their profit, they're going to be trapped quite soon because the price will come right back underneath their entry. So as soon as the price gets high enough, they will take profit. They're not going to hold on to that for long. Tim the Chin is saying, don't forget that 6.3 billion sets dollars worth of options will expire this Friday. You know, I never really understood how that works, but I know that it's always max pain when it comes to options. So the price usually ends up where most people get liquidated. And so there must be some kind of max pain graph somewhere where you can see the most hurtful place for the price to end up. I'm probably guessing it's going to be somewhere lower down, because I'm guessing people are betting that the price would have gone up. There's quite nice volume on that drop, to be honest with you, compared to the range. Let me go back to oh, I'm looking at the 5 minute. That's probably why. Yeah, look at that. I would have liked to have seen liquidations, and because I haven't seen them, I don't like this at all. So I wouldn't be surprised if it actually does liquidate that some people now again. Excuse me. What's also interesting, I mean, I don't really, it's just an observation, but you see the Bollinger Band in the 1 hour time frame, we've kind of come back into the bottom a second time. So we are getting a little bit of a tightening here. I'm not seeing continuation yet. Kind of like this. You kind of want to go up before you drop. So I still feel the same way. I feel like we need to go up if we want to drop. Right. So it's going to be quite painful for most people. So yeah, so anyway, I don't really have much more to say about TRVL. I think just just catching up with Cynthia yesterday. I think the I think I think there's a lot. I think there's a really undervalued. Yeah, you know, I would say that because because this is because I love this, but I think it's undervalued, and I think the problem is at the moment the problem with the token is that people don't really have nothing to do with it. So you have this token, it's very speculative. You're speculating on the future of this DAO, which has potential, but you know, it's very speculative right now. I think a lot of the projects where people are seeing increases in value in their tokens is because they can do something with it, whether it's stake it for rewards or there's some kind of useful utility. That's all being built, and it's just gonna, right now it's quite speculative. But while it's kind of speculative, and while that all of that stuff is being built, and while all those major announcements haven't been made, I think it's a, you know, it's easy to accumulate at low prices. I think 6.1 cents is a steal for most people. That's an easy play, because that's not the high. It's not the high. So already from here to the high, that's an 86% increase in value, you know, so it's an easy play, it's an easy trade. It's just trying to catch the low, isn't it? And so I think people are looking at this and they're worried that for some reason the price is going to go down to 3 cents or 2 cents or whatever. I think it's very unlikely, just simply because of the way the price has ascended. It hasn't come up really fast. It's taken quite a long time to get up here. So it'd be very, I don't think it would be very easy for the price to just go down suddenly. It's not the way it works. If we came up really quickly, it'll be a lot easier for the price to fall back quickly. But because it's taking quite a long time to ascend, it's going to take a little bit of time to descend if that's what it wants to do. And there's a lot of kind of levels that the price needs to break to get lower. And the other thing is that we've still put in a higher low at the moment. And while that kind of idea remains, you're just getting it at the low of this range. So we're coming into a weekly level soon. It's about 5.96 cents. I think it's going to be a steal for a lot of people to pick this up at 6 cents. But I mean, I can't tell you that this isn't going to go lower. I do know that it's extremely undervalued. Okay. The big announcements coming in the future. And probably it will coincide when Bitcoin finally corrects and starts to look bullish again. That's probably the best time to make announcements, because that's when people are buying. And in the meantime, it's a period of accumulation. So yeah, we have to see what happens. I don't actually think it's a problem that we're going to have a red candle here. While it may scare people, red candles, they can be quite useful for creating support levels if and when in the future the price is high, because then you have this kind of big red order block on a higher time frame where if the price was to come back down, it'd be a natural place for the price to find support. So in the same way that you've got these green candles, which form resistance as the price comes back up, in the same idea is true in the reverse. So when the price comes back down, red candles offer support for the price to go back up. So I'm not too freaked out by what I'm seeing. It's a good opportunity to buy. Honestly, like personally, on a very selfish note, I don't really want the price to go up too much because I'm looking to buy more. I just don't have the funds right now. I'm looking to release some funds. So on a selfish note, I'm not too stressed about that. Yeah, that swing failure was pitiful, wasn't it? it was pretty miserable. It was, you can see that on the Bitcoin, there's really, right now, there's no interest in market buying, which is what you need to, and look at that. So you have some shorts have entered here. It's really the wrong place to short, because now they can squeeze, you know. Now if a long wants to come in now at market, maybe this one who bought 1.3 million, they could just buy another 1.3 million and they can squeeze these shorts and push the price right up. So it really is the wrong place to short. If that long doesn't get liquidated, then they could easily, some longs can now, if they want to, they can come in and squeeze that, these shorts that have just entered. Okay. Oh God, it's looking miserable, huh? Terrible. Oh, my Slurf trade is closed. Have a look at Slurf. There you go. Low. I'm out. Yeah, so that's my early warning system. It's looking bearish, yeah? Everything's looking bearish. So I can't really say what to do. Just don't take longs at the moment. Look at that. It's not looking strong. That's why it's so important to take profit. Because because anything can happen. It's really important to take profit. And then when you're in a trade, it's really important to not take a loss on your trade, or to set break even if you can, if you're in profit, because anything can happen. You can't predict the future. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. RH, thank you. Hit the like and subscribe. You're doing my work for me. I'm probably going to end the stream now, because there's nothing really to say, is there? Look, it's literally the wrong place to short. There's no entries to short. You'd have to basically put an invalidation somewhere and just short every green candle if you wanted to, but I wouldn't do that. You need an entry, and for me an entry would be a back test of some kind of resistance. This is really miserable price action for the bulls, but it's very possible that late shorts get punished, but maybe not until the New York session. Just refreshing my screen, because look at that, another long came in. So that's some longs coming in, and immediately the price is back down. So that's not good. It's not what you want to see. That's a long closing. You see that 2 million? That's a long closing at market, taking a little bit of a loss, probably. Maybe maybe it's that long. That's another long coming in, and the price is already underneath their price. So it's looking pretty miserable. Probably looking for lower, just looking at what I'm seeing now. If we don't get a liquidation, you're going to get longs just close and just look for lower. And if, as you can see, we're underneath the PD value area low. Yeah, it's not looking great. Oh, what's happening now? Price is coming back up. Even though there is absorption in this range, the fact that we've put in a low invalidates this divergence, because now you have low lows, low lows. So what you'd want to see now, and also that we've put in a lower low on the 5-minute time frame. So what you want to see now, before anyone gets bullish again, is definitely some kind of market structure change. That would be what I think that would be the first indication of I'll draw it out for you. Hold on, I have to take this. What is this dashboard called? You're looking at shorts and long. It's called the order flow on exo charts. You can also look at it on ATAS for free. This costs a little. This is a little bit pricey. You can see some longs coming in now, but it's not great. It's not great. It's not much. If you want this, you can just go to exo charts, and you'd have to pay. It's not cheap. Probably this one, web premium. Or if you want a free one, you can look at ATAS. The crypto is free, slightly different. I haven't actually used it. David has. Look, crypto. Let me try it. Crypto exchanges. I should try it, huh? Free updates. The problem with this is you need the templates. I don't have the templates. I have the templates for exo charts. So if anyone has exo charts, I can give you my templates. They're not mine. I got them from someone else. But happy to share. If anyone has that, I can happily give you these templates. And then you can see a lot of information. This is the TPO template. And so you can see now the point of control on the London session is here at the low here. And we're underneath it at the moment. So it's quite good because you can see the sessions: Asia, London, close, and New York. So you can see the 4 sessions, and it gives you information about the time and the price and the value area and everything like that. This is the one that I usually use, which is where you can see the imbalances. So you can see if people are longing and shorting. Oh, look, someone sold at the right at the low. Look at that. It's fun when you see people sell at the lows. Look at that, 1.3 million. That's kind of what you want to see, selling right at the lows. People who do that can get themselves into trouble. That being said, what I was saying earlier is what you want to see now. If anyone is thinking about longing, there's no reason to not think about longing, because we are... Oh shit, what did I do? Oh, I went to a different template, sorry. Just gonna hide this. I think it'll be a lot safer for people to just see some kind of market structure change. That would be the easiest way to know that there's a change in behavior in the way the price is moving. And so right now you can see we're making lower highs, lower lows. This is a lower low. Oh my god, it's gone to blue. Why has it gone to blue? What the hell? Alright, it's fine. Higher high, low low. Unfortunately, that's still the pivot to beat now. So you're still, whereas before that was your higher high, this is your lower low. We still have to make a lower high to make a lower low. That's the thing. So you had a lower low here. That was your lower high. Low low. You made a higher high, but then you made a lower low. So actually, that's your lower high. So it kind of goes like this. Okay. And so actually now we still have to get up there to change market structure all the way up there. What you need to see now is something like this. You'd need to see another swing failure so that this lower high comes down to there, so that this makes a lower low, and then it'll be easy to try and change market structure to put in a higher high. And then once you see that, then it'll be a lot easier to start longing if you're looking to long. It's very difficult to short as well because you're right in the lows, so it's kind of a little bit of a gamble. A little bit of a gamble. Wouldn't do it. Guys, thank you, RH. I appreciate it. I really need to go now, if that's a problem. I'll probably be back later, and I'll just do an update later. It'll probably be better to do that, because otherwise it's just going to be long and boring. Oh, look at this. USDT dominance is pushing up. coming back into resistance, to be honest with you. So yeah, yeah, so for sure, wait for some kind of lower time frame market structure change. Don't get caught in that idea that this is now going to go up and FOMO and you're going to miss out. Whatever happens, you're always going to get a pullback. Yeah, you're always going to, it's always going to happen. It's never think that the price is just going to go to the moon. We're not there. We're not in price discovery. We're not in euphoria of retail. So even if you see the price, what you want to see is the price to go up like that, then you're looking for the pullback. If you're looking to enter, and then you're looking for the price to find support to go up, right? So don't FOMO in. And then when you're looking at the I look at Slurf to look for strength, but actually what I can see on Slurf is that we put in a higher high, taken up this higher low. This is a lower low, and this could be really bearish. This could be another bearish pattern forming before we get another dump here. So yeah, safe time to long. I think the safe time to long is when you see market structure change at the very least at on the 5 minutes, but the higher the better. So 15 minutes, you want to see market structures to change to bullish. You can't just long. Right now you can see there lower highs, lower lows. That's the high. This is the 15-minute time frame. You kind of want to go up there, make a higher high, come down here, make a higher low, and then go up there and take out your high. Until you see a change of market structure, this is going to be bearish. Speculatively, you could wait for the higher high and then try and get in on the golden pocket. Yeah, or try and get in on the golden pocket where the price finds support. Speculatively, you could try and do that. That would be speculative because you're trying to trade a higher low. If you see the price find support on some kind of volume range, maybe if it did that and it came all the way back down and tried to make a higher low, then you could speculatively try and enter for a higher low for continuation. But again, the same thing could happen. You could go up and fall right back down because you're still in bearish market structure. Even if you put a higher high, it doesn't mean it's confirmed. You need a confirmation, which would be to make a higher low and then a higher high. So you have to have all three. 2 higher highs with a higher low in between. Okay, until you see that, that would be confirmation. Then if you just want to wait for that, then just wait for that to happen on the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, once you see a confirmation, at the moment it's quite difficult because that's the high to beat. Yeah, it's quite a range. I think if we continue making lows, it'll be a lot easier. So if the price comes up here somewhere, I don't know where, but let's just say for the sake of argument, price comes here and it makes another low, then you see your lower high is now here. And if the price now comes up and makes another low, you see the lower high keeps on moving down. And so then when you want to go up, it becomes a lot easier because you don't have to go all the way up to there. You can now just come up to here to make your higher high. And then when you see that, you can try and catch the golden pocket for a higher low. And then if you do take out that high, now you've changed market structure. If you don't take this entry for a speculative long, then you could just wait for market structure to change, then just wait for the next higher low and just buy the next higher low. Okay, because that's how it will, that's what you're expecting. When you see market structure change, now you're starting to see higher highs, higher lows. You can just try and catch the next higher low once you see a confirmation of market structure change. That's definitely going to be the safest way to enter a long. Yeah, and if you look at what I've just drawn now, it would look like either a rounding bottom or some kind of inverse head and shoulders with a back test of the neckline. That's kind of what your entry would be. It would be a back test of a neckline after market structure has changed on a 5-minute time frame to bullish. Yeah, so you have these patterns, but actually what they are is market structure changing. And once you understand what's happening, then it becomes a lot easier because you know what you're looking for, and it just keeps you out of trouble. So right now, it'd be terrible to short, it'd be terrible to long. You just have to let the market do its thing, play out, and figure itself out. And once you see these signs, then you can look to enter long. If you want to short, you really have to wait for the pullback to higher prices, because right now, even though it might be a good short, it's basically a gamble. Yeah, because no one really knows what the New York session's going to do. Look at where we are. Honestly, it's the worst idea ever is to short the previous day low, which is where we are now. Previous day low. You don't short. It's a really bad idea to short the previous day low. It's actually the right place to long. This is the right place to long, because we could be seeing, potentially we could be seeing a swing failure of the previous day low, and the daily candle's only halfway in. We don't know how this daily candle is going to close. It could be green. It could be all the way. It could close all the way up there. This is the worst place to short. Yeah. Wouldn't short here. You'd be looking to long here. This is where you'd be looking to long, right? But you wouldn't be looking to take it all the way up there. You'd be looking to take it to the next kind of resistance level, you know, somewhere like that, or the daily high, the current day high, or something like that. If you were to long here, you'd be looking to take it there, but you don't want to just blindly long, because again, it could go down. All right, guys, I gotta go. All right, I'll chat to you later.